Wow. How's everybody doing tonight, man? What a game tonight, man. Philadelphia beats Memphis in overtime 139-136. Holy free holies. What a fucking game, man. Back and forth overtime, man. And for a while there, Memphis had a 5-7 point lead and Philadelphia was playing catch up. But then finally Philadelphia took the lead and they tied it up. They went to overtime. And what's his name? Edgecombe won it. Vichy Edgecombe with a freaking the fuck is happening? Um what a fucking 3-pointer, man, wins it. 139-136, man. What a freaking game, man. He let the let's see here. No, Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey had 34 points, man. They were fantastic tonight, man. Joel Embiid and Maxey with 34. VJ Edgecombe with 25. What a game, man. And you know, John Moran had a game too. He had like 41 points for the Memphis Grizzlies, man. John Moran was fantastic tonight. Crowder had 28. Jaren Jackson had 15. Cedric Crowder, he had a great game. It was just a fun game, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little fun game to watch on a Tuesday night, man. And Sixers win at 139-136 in overtime, man. Holy free holies. What a freaking game, man. But yeah, man. Jam Moran led the way with 41 for Memphis, and then Joel Embiid and Max led the way with 34 for Philadelphia. And then, like I said, Edgecombe with the game-winning 3-pointer, 25 points for him. But ladies and gentlemen, what a night in the National Basketball Association. Also, there's some other stuff I believe there's going on around the National Basketball Association. Celtics beat the Jazz 129-119. Clippers beat Sacramento 139-90. Detroit beats Lakers 128-105. A lot of people are very frustrated, man, in Los Angeles. Also, USC Trojans did not win tonight. I believe they lost 30-28 or something, 27 in their bowl game to TCU. So a lot of people were very angry on Twitter with both the Lakers and the USC, man. They were calling for both general manager Rob Pelinka job and for USC head coach Lincoln Riley. Holy free holies, man. What a frick. It was crazy what was going on tonight. Jokic has an injury for the first time pretty much in his 11-year career. Nikola Jokic has a leg injury. He's going to be out for 3 to 5 weeks. So Nikola Jokic, they're saying it's probably going to take him out of the MVP race. He's not going to be able to now be eligible for the award because of all the games he's going to miss. So wish nothing but a speedy recovery to Nikola Jokic. Let's see what else is going on. I think let's see here. Wrestling. I think there's some injuries there too. I think Dominic Mysterio suffered an injury. He's going to be out for a few weeks as well. But the belief is he will be ready for the Royal Rumble, which is January 31st. So that's the good news. He's had like a hyperextended but he should be fine, man. Dominic Mysterio, it's a shoulder injury, I believe, for Dominic Mysterio. But I believe he should be fine. The belief is he will be at so no necessary to strip off neither the Intercontinental or the Mega AAA champion, as he will probably most likely be back sometime in January. Let me think what else is going on. Football, we have a few news in football. Both the Diggs brothers are in trouble. Are not in trouble, but made news. One, Trayvon Diggs was released today by the Dallas Cowboys. Kind of weird how they released him the final week. So now they're gonna give him a chance to sign with a playoff team. That's kind of weird how that's like doing him a favor, isn't it? Kind of weird how that works out. But now Trayvon Diggs has been released by the Dallas Cowboys. And he has this week, I guess, to see if he can sign with a playoff contender. Interesting how to see that works, man. Why not just wait till the season's over? What the fudge? And then his brother, Stephon Diggs, they have pressed charges on him. Something happened on December 3rd, on December the 3rd, and so he could be in trouble with the law, man. So crazy day for both the Diggs brothers. Trayvon Diggs gets released by the Dallas Cowboys, and Stephon Diggs pressing charges on him for an incident that happened on December 3rd. Let me see. Outside of that, there's not much news. I think Notre Dame, they negotiated a thing with the committee where going forward, if they finish in the top 12, they are automatically in the playoffs. And so this is going to make probably even more teams furious and not even want to play Notre Dame now, because Notre Dame, I think both USC and Michigan has said, we're not playing you anymore, because now they're trying to stay in the top 12 or in top 11, I guess, because Notre Dame, apparently something happened where now it doesn't matter how weak their schedule is. They have like an agreement that as long as they're one of the top 12 teams, they're in the playoffs. That is crazy how that works. What the fudge? But it was reported today that that's why USC, at least for the next few years, they're not going to play Notre Dame, because they got the hands full playing with that Big Ten schedule. Teams like Oregon and Ohio State, possibly Michigan. So like, we're not trying to, after having to play with all those super heavyweights, we also have to deal with Notre Dame. So they said no, thank you. So, but yeah, pretty interesting how that works. I don't know. I think it's because of the how famous the school is and the ratings. I think what happened too is that they realized, I think Notre Dame pretty much said, if we're not going to be in the playoffs, we're not going to play in a bowl game, right? So it pretty much, you don't get to see Notre Dame for the, for neither a bowl or a playoff game. And I guess the NCAA doesn't like that, I guess. So apparently, I couldn't believe this, but apparently it's pretty legit that Notre Dame has made an agreement that as long as they're a top 12 team next year, they will automatically get a playoff spot. So we'll see what happens. But their schedule looks pretty weak. A lot of teams, like I said, USC and Michigan, who used to play them once a year, at least for now, have said they don't want to play them. They're more focused on playing games in the Big Ten. And obviously, when you want to play an out of conference game, you want to play somebody that's not that good. You're not trying to have your out of conference game be against Notre Dame when you're in the freaking Big Ten. You know what I mean? Yeah, but pretty much a pretty interesting situation right there. Notre Dame agreeing with the committee that as long as they're a top 12 team, they will be in the playoffs. What else happened? Let me think. I don't think much. I think did I cover everything? Hold on. Let me see if there's any more else thing to cover here tonight on a Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. Let me think. I covered Monday Night Raw last night. Let me think if there's anything else I can cover. Basketball, I think I covered everything I need to talk about basketball. Yeah, guys, that might be it, man. I think I might have just covered everything I need to cover, honestly. All right, guys, have a good night. I will be back tomorrow. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck is happening?